My name's Sophie. I'm from Crown and Glory Hair Accessories. We are a fashion company producing mainly hair accessories, but we're just about to branch out actually into other fashion accessories. It started in 2011. Before it was a business, it was just a hobby of mine. To be honest, Agile's kind of come pretty naturally to me. We've always done really sort of customer test driven stuff within the business. For example, using social media to test products is something that I've done since we launched. Like using Facebook to get feedback, and we recently launched a new part of the business, which is a subscription box. It's a monthly subscription of hair accessories, and that was after we had a tweet, someone saying, "I wish I could direct debit you a certain amount of money every month," and things just appeared at my door, and I was like, that sounds like a very good idea. So yeah, we've always done stuff like that. It just always felt very natural though to be reactive to things as opposed to having a dead set plan and sticking to it. That's never really worked for us in a way that kind of a lot of the things that we do plan end up not happening the way you kind of imagining them to. So Belinda's kind of taught us to just be very open to opportunities that come along, and leave room for that in the business so that we don't become blinded by one thing and miss opportunities that otherwise wouldn't have happened. I was using sort of post-it notes coupled with software on the computer and things. It wasn't kind of meshing very well. I would forget to update one or the other or whatever. And as soon as Belinda sort of showed it to me, having everything kind of laid out in its different boxes made perfect sense. I guess because it's such a sort of overarching thing to look at everything in the business on one, it felt quite confusing to only use one colour because I'm very visual. So having a certain colour for different categories of tasks that need doing, so on for different collections or even sort of production for wholesale or retail. And so it's easy for me to see, and it's also easy for Gareth to see as well, what tasks kind of match up. And taking it through even to things that we're doing this week that then even move into next year, it gives us a chance to kind of see how right down in the day-to-day can still match up to the bigger picture. It can get quite confusing kind of trying to keep sort of our wholesale and retail manufacturing on track because there are very different time frames. So we use the planner to again colour code kind of what tasks need to go in which section of the planner. It's allowed us to move kind of very quickly with the trends. I mean, we're a fashion business, so we have to keep kind of on top of, and trends can change so quickly. And it's allowed us to react to things that our customers have wanted. Like I said, with the new subscription box, that wasn't even an idea for this quarter, this year, let alone this quarter, and we kind of turned that around in under a month because people wanted it. So I thought, well, we can give it to them. So we just shifted some things about. Agile has helped us with our communication, just in as much as there's only two of us, so we don't have sort of set job roles. It will change day to day, and being able to kind of communicate that really easily, especially with the planner as well. It's kind of the planner is what needs to be done, and then we kind of divide that out quite naturally. The thing I like most about using Agile is that it makes it really easy for us to communicate and see exactly what needs to be done. And I guess it does actually save time in that we're not kind of messing around having meetings that we don't really need to. It's especially with the planner and having it up on the board, it's there, visible in the office. It's like slap bang in your face. Kind of, I think if it's stuck in a computer, you can go for days and days and days without pulling up that list or whatever. And then you kind of don't really know what's going on. So having the big picture next to the day-to-day stuff just reminds us what we're actually aiming for, which I think is really important because you can, when it's such a fast-paced business, you can just get stuck in the day-to-day, and it's really, really helpful to know that. I can be a very kind of internalised person, and this has just been the perfect way of doing that really easily. Without Agile, I think that we wouldn't have said yes to so many of the opportunities that have come our way. We wouldn't have had our pieces on the catwalk at London Fashion Week. I wouldn't have made products for Vogue magazine while sitting in an Oxford Street window of Oasis, which was a bit of a strange one, but yeah, I mean, that did huge things for our PR. Kind of think we probably would have wasted quite a lot of money going down routes that if we'd sort of stuck to plans without listening to what our customers wanted, and the trends and stuff at the time, the biggest thing that frustrated me before using Agile was I felt like I wasted a lot of time and effort kind of trying to organise myself, and I'd try sort of different ways and it didn't really work, and ended up procrastinating, and then Agile came along and just kind of gave me a way of getting everything in one place that was easy to see and really easy to use.